Welcome to Late Night Health, the radio show and video program that cares about the most important part of your life, your health. Our guest, as always, is Dr. Greg Celaya. Dr. Celaya is a functional medicine specialist and nutritionist with loads of lots of education and initials after his name. I can't even keep up because he keeps adding more and more all the time. Dr. Celaya, welcome to Late Night Health.
Mark, it's good to see you today.
We're going to talk about an icky thing. At least it is to me. I remember, I think one of my grandmother must have tried to get me to take castor oil, and now that's good for you again? Ick.
Well, Mark, it's one of those wives' tales or those old things that our grandparents did to us, right? Now,
right.
I never had to do it, so I don't know. How about you? Tell me about your experience.
I just remember, I think it was only once or twice. I think my grandmother, who was really a sweet lady and not mean at all, gave it to us. And I remember watching movies, you know, the Dead End Kids, and they had to take it, and they go like that. That was a very professional look on my part. But it just tastes terrible. And but does it have any health benefits?
You know, Mark, it's one of those things that because it tastes terrible, we kind of blew it by the wayside, right? But they knew stuff way back then, and it's pretty phenomenal. It can even, I know it sounds weird, but it help induce labor. It's an anti-inflammatory. It helps stimulate the immune system. It helps speed healing. It helps normalize the immune system. They even have it in cosmetics.
Oh my! I'm really curious about something though. I've been taking oil of oregano, different, but really a vile tasting product, but it has a lot of good health benefits. And I was taking it as an oil, but I found it in capsules, and it's so much easier to take. Can you take castor oil capsules?
You know, I imagine that you could probably take castor oil in capsules. I'm not 100% sure if they make it. You know, you can take an oil, or you can put it in like a poultice and put it on your skin, and supposedly it gets transferred in, you know, transdermally. But there's just so many different conditions that it's good for, you know, abdominal disorders, arthritis, backaches, chronic headaches. I mean, they used it for everything back then: constipation, detoxification, fibrocystic breast issues, gallbladder problems, gas, bloating. I mean, if you had a problem, they gave you castor oil back then, and it really does make a difference.
Interesting. Are you taking it on a regular basis now, you and your family?
No, I have not. I just started looking at some research. You know, it's good with inflammation. It helps with insomnia, muscle aches, pain. I mean, infections. Just the whole list goes on. And I don't think that we really know too much of the action of how this works.
It's interesting to me because let's talk about taste. I remember tasting medicine, and you probably do as well, as a kid, and it didn't taste good. And then later on, they started adding flavors to it, right?
Yeah,
and then
of course.
To me, there's a problem with that, and that is that, oh, cherry soda, you know, and kids drink it and get sick because they're taking too much of whatever it might be. And it doesn't matter if it's a pharmaceutical or some kind of supplement. Now you've got castor oil, and there is just no way that you can possibly hide that flavor under orange flavor, cherry flavor, any flavor. It's really, it truly is vile. And it's the same with oil of oregano. And do you think because of the taste that people just kind of put it to the wayside?
I think that, of course, because of the taste. And like I said, I don't ever recall having to taste anything nasty like that. But then again, I was pretty darn healthy, and you know, as a kid, so I really never had that issue. Yeah, we've flavored everything to death. In fact, the other day I was at a conference, and there was a vitamin B supplement that a company was marketing, and it was a B12, and they marketed it as a B12 shot, meaning not like as in shot with needles, but as a shot to drink. And this had the normal cherry B12 flavor, but it was unbelievably good tasting.
Wow.
And, you know, but I'm a little concerned with that, right? And so you look at the labels, and it's probably not the greatest stuff in the world for you, right? Just
Yeah.
get you to take it.
Why
So
do they make B12 with cherry flavor? I've noticed that too. I mean, they're sublingual or tablets, and you suck on them and let them melt.
I really haven't researched that one too much, but it seems to be universal, right?
Yeah.
It's like a cherry flavor. I don't know. Maybe the companies all got together and said, "Here, cherry, this is the way it goes." I'm not
Got it.
sure. But
It's not a bad flavor, generally speaking, and I can't remember what I've got, but last time I checked, it was a natural cherry flavor rather than some kind of chemical stuff.
well, this one tastes fantastic. Unfortunately, the B12 in it, I didn't like the form, but I did it anyway just to check it out. I mean, with any supplements or anything I ever recommend for a patient, I always do everything first. You don't ever get anything from me that I've never tried before.
And so you're looking at castor oil. I would like to be there when you taste it for the first time.
You know what? I'm good with it because I'm going to have to, now that I did the video, right?
Right.
I'm going to have no choice. I have to do castor oil, and I'm going to try it on these different areas, like, little pulses where maybe you have a sore muscle or back or a joint or something like that. And you can see, because it does get into the system. There's just so much to it. And I think a lot of these old wives' tales, these old things that our parents and our grandparents did, really do make a difference. Even if they haven't been studied, they really have made a difference with a lot of people.
Well, and as I said, oil of oregano. Have you tried that? Have you used that one?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And, I use it a lot with patients that have dysbiosis or H. pylori or different bacterial overgrowth issues. It's great. It's a great herb. I don't take it on a regular basis. I don't think that that's appropriate, but I take it for specific purposes.
Yeah, I take it maybe a couple times a week as in quotes, a preventative, or if I feel like I'm, if I'm getting nasally or sore throat, things like that.
Yeah, exactly. And it is great. And boy, when it repeats, it repeats.
Boy, does it repeat. Castor oil does as well.
Does it? Oh no. What does it taste like? Because like I said,
it tastes like motor oil is what I'm remembering.
I think I remember smelling it.
Yeah.
I could probably drink motor oil.
Yeah, you like to get greasy. I don't. Yeah. Talking about oils, I just have to mention in the 70s, 1970s, there was a man by the name of Dale Alexander. Are you familiar with Dale?
I don't know.
Okay. Dale was the first person to say that cod liver oil, omega-3s, was something that everybody should be taking on a regular basis because it would help with arthritis pain. And the medical community, he was a medical student at the time, trying to help his mom, who suffered from severe arthritis. And he ended up writing books that sold millions of copies. Dale has since passed, but he was incredibly right on with omega-3s. And cod liver oil doesn't taste good either. It just popped into my head. So apparently if it doesn't taste good and it's an oil, it's probably good for you.
Yeah, I've done the cod liver thing, and I will have to agree with you. I do one of these things when I have to do something that's not really good tasting.
Right.
It makes a difference. And make sure you have something to wash it down with.
Gotcha. Hey, listen, thank you very much for joining us today and talking about castor oil. If you would like information on Dr. Celaya, visit his website at drcelaya.com. That's drcelaya.com. Look around, lots of great information. And you can also schedule a free 15-minute consultation with Dr. Celaya to get a kind of an overview of how you're doing. Again, the website is drcelaya.com, drcelaya.com, and visit me at latenighthealth.com, latenighthealth.com, and you'll be able to hear Dr. Celaya over there occasionally as well. I'm Mark Allen for Dr. Celaya. Thanks for watching.